partner in all things. Without further ado, our mayor, Bill de Blasio.
Salam alaikum. You did that very well. Welcome, everyone. It's a pleasure to have you here at Gracie Mansion. I'm sorry to interrupt the meal, and I apologize for coming in later than I planned. Unfortunately, there's some urgent matters that I am dealing with this moment, and it will have me here only a short time, and I want to apologize for that. But I'm so happy that everyone is gathered here. This is one of the most wonderful events we do every year here at Gracie Mansion. And I want to thank you for being a part of it, to bring together such wonderful leaders of the community is a blessing for us. Charlene and I look forward to this every year as a chance to enjoy with you and be together in fellowship with you. And I want to say to you a few things about why this event is so important and why it means so much to us, to Charlene and I, but also to the entire city of New York. But before I do, let me just thank some people who are here with us. Thank them for being a part of it from our administration. And unfortunately, the light is a little low here. Okay, I can do this. I want to thank from our administration, Marco Carrion, our Commissioner for Community Affairs, the Chair of the Human Rights Commission, Carmelyn Malalis, Commissioner for the Mayor's Office of Immigrant Affairs, Bita Mustafi, our DCAS Commissioner, Lizette Camillo, the Chief of Staff to the First Lady, Roxanne John, our Chief Service Officer for New York City, who also has helped us by putting together these wonderful events, Paula Gavin, and such a fine public servant, our Senior Advisor, Sarah Saeed. Let's thank her. I also want to welcome and thank all of the international dignitaries who are with us. Thank you for your participation. And two people who played such an important role tonight. A thank you to Mohammed Hassan for leading the call to prayer, and to Imam, you can clap for Mohammed, and to Imam Chanar Saad Jallo for leading the prayer. Thank you, Imam. So I'll say a few things about the current situation, but I would love to frame this with a bit of American history. I bet a lot of people in this room know it, but I think it bears repeating. This is a story that should be told all over America, particularly in this moment in our history. In 1805, a Tunisian ambassador was in the United States on a diplomatic mission. President Jefferson welcomed him and invited him to a dinner in his honor. But it was during Ramadan, so he couldn't eat, of course, until after sundown. What did Thomas Jefferson do, one of the founders of the Republic? What did he do? He pushed the dinner back so his guests could break the fast at the appropriate time. Thomas Jefferson honored the Muslim faith by recognizing and honoring that tradition. In turn, what he did, in effect, he hosted what became the first White House Iftar dinner, 1805. If they could figure out to do it in 1805, Jefferson was quite conscious. Everyone knows he had a Quran that he cherished, and he was quite conscious of welcoming and respecting people of different faiths. It was obviously something he insisted be part of our foundational documents as a country. And he knew that by hosting that dinner, he was making further a statement about inclusion and respect for all people. That tradition continued in the White House under recent presidents until, yes, last year when President Trump canceled it. So, it's amazing. This president and this administration, unfortunately, have a long list of hateful actions towards the Muslim community. Canceling that dinner was just one of them. And the atmosphere that they have helped to create in this nation has been downright un-American, does not reflect our values, does not reflect what we should be as a people. And it plays out in so many ways. This is the painful part. If it was simply confined to the White House, that would be one thing. But that message has spread too far. And we saw it this very morning when we saw Roseanne Barr's heinous and racist and Islamophobic tweet about Valerie Jarrett. Absolutely disgusting and troubling and unacceptable. And I have to say that as upsetting as so much is that we've experienced lately, it's also been a call to conscience for leaders in our society and institutions in our society. So I want to thank the ABC network for doing the right thing and canceling Roseanne's show. But let's be clear, and it's a sad, sad statement, that our president has helped to normalize these kind of Islamophobic and racist attacks. And we cannot accept that. We can never think that's all right. We can never sit idly by. It's up to all of us to speak up and stand up in the face of it. Now, that said, you could easily ask a question at this moment: what kind of nation are we now? We heard about that glorious moment in history in 1805. What kind of nation are we now? I believe in my heart we are still the nation in which one of our first presidents hosted that Iftar dinner. I believe we still are at that table, connected to that good history. And we are not meant to be a nation that excludes or discriminates against or puts down or disrespects the Muslim people. That is not American. It's as simple as that. And further, we have to remember in our democracy our own power, our own voice. We are not defined, our values are not defined by who gets elected president every 4 years. Our values are defined by who we break bread with. Our friends, our neighbors, our fellow New Yorkers. And everyone here contributes so greatly to this city and this country. That's what we see, and that's what we remember. And I want to thank all of you in this age when too often you get negativity. Let me be a figure of authority who says thank you for all you contribute to this city and this country. We are honored to have the largest Muslim population of any city in America. And I'll say about this community, what I say about our immigrant communities in general. This city today is the safest big city in America. This city today has the strongest social fabric we've had in a long time. This city today is more prosperous than it's been in decades. It is not in spite of Muslim New Yorkers, it's because of the contributions of Muslim New Yorkers and immigrant New Yorkers and all New Yorkers. And every year I say one thing the same exact way. I'm going to say it again. I want to express my gratitude for the 900 Muslim members of the NYPD who protect all of us. This painful moment in history, I believe, will pass soon. I really do. I think we can all help it to pass soon. That's our job. But in the meantime, we can also help to show our whole country what progress and inclusion looks like. So whoever you talk to around the country, remind them that the largest school system in America proudly recognizes Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha. And let them know that by doing that, we not only honor and respect Muslim families, but we teach understanding to everyone. And those school systems around the country should do the same thing. So I conclude with this. You know, I've gone all over the city in the last few years. I've gone to mosques and to community gatherings, and I have heard such pride, such belief in this city, such hope, but everyone in this beautiful gathering knows that I've also heard, like you have, a lot of fear, a lot of sense of danger, a sense of being under attack. It's painful to me when I meet my fellow New Yorkers who feel under attack, but so many people in this community do. So my message to Muslim New Yorkers tonight is, in this city, in this beautiful city, you should feel safe because you are respected, you are loved, and you are protected. And we honor you. So with that, I wish everyone a wonderful evening. I thank you again for all you do for this city. And I happily say, Ramadan Mubarak.